大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩罗马远征军。好，这个我们上一个部分呢，我们上一个部分打到哪我都有点忘了哈，等我一下啊。好，我们上一个部分玩到这个卡尔克登攻略战嘛，那基本上我们已经应该是打到最后一个阶段了吧？我觉得要冲到监狱里面把柯塔救出来。那只是现在一个问题就是我们的贝斯蒂亚，因为在前一个部分我派他一个人冲进去丢火把，他被打到趴地了，现在基本上也看起来是行动也是有一点糟糕的部分。那还好，因为我们的这个西尼罗斯是在这边的所以应该可以帮他补一些血吧。那这个轻微躯干伤，生命上限减10%，应该还好。好吧。
Aid me. There is strength in unity.
Please follow my finger. Yes, you'll be all right.
还没进战斗，好吧。我们就反正我们是弓箭手，我们就尽量往高处走吧。我们先把贝斯蒂亚血尽量能补就补啊，这边有一个人。我们先这样子，然后看他们应该不会移动吧？哦，太好了！啊，不行，得先进入战斗。他2点护甲，哎呀，我应该先投标枪的。看不到目标，难怪不能打他。
Howl like the dog you are.
啊， 啊，偏斜了，靠腰。哎，等一下，我刚那个没有把他盾牌打爆。哇靠，靠嘞！太扯了吧！3个人都，哦，天哪，打得有够烂。哎，无法打开上锁，所以得走这边进去。里面还有个炼金术士啊，好样啊！哎，应该可以把它往后推一格吧？哦，可以。后面还这么大一个区域，我觉得好像还有的打。哦，啊，这个剩8点血，看我会把它给秒了。刚好自己踩到陷阱，我越来越觉得我玩这个游戏玩得很烂。哦，暴击！
Asclepius guides my hand. He who knows how to heal naturally knows how to kill.
哦， 触发就触发了。
Gets them every time. Join the fight.
About time you came.
哎，这个是友军的，我靠！那我刚才那边躲啊，我怎么觉得我玩的好烂啊？太久没玩这个。
May I request some help, please?
You are mostly fine. Get back into the fight. Please follow my finger.
Over here! Help!
You'll be fine.
These people are so weak.
哦，暴击，爽！
Last. We're nearly done.
Can someone drop this old man up? You'll be fine. Who are you?
Consul Kota, we've come to get you out of here. We must join the assault as soon as they break through the gates.
I can fight. Lead the way.
哎呀，
the last of them. You fight well.
You would not have been out of place in the arena of Rome, Consul. There is more fighting to be done. Shall we leave?
Let us go and deal with that strutting cock, Mithridates.
啊，好了，最后一个正面战场。啊，都是残血。太多烧伤了。
Medicaid!
Join the fight! You're missing out!我们就贴过去吧，黏着他打。我感觉这个地图捡战利品会捡到爽爆哎！哦，两边都可以动哦。
我们这边石弩还是可以攻击的。
Me with your best shot. Come on. Form up. We'll face them together.
我发现这边压力有点大。
I've got this direction covered. Need to be taught a lesson. Let us begin.
哎，等一下，这应该不会被砸到啊！我刚好像有军误伤哦。我靠，都偏转。哦，下蹲哦，靠，还有这种。不小心砸死。 砸伤了一个，真的是有够北蓝。得意阿尼拉，我不要搞这投石器了，太白目。
I don't want to die. Hey, whose side are you? We stay here. Come on, this way. On our terms. Just one more left.
Hold still, my unit.
Come on, Romans. Let's see what you're truly made of.
哦 ，BOSS 出来了。
And you may be spared.
因为我刚刚是不是忘了动这个弓箭手？
Howl like the dog you are.
他刚刚把他什么东西射出去，射这么远？我只能说，这不愧是这个区域的最后一关哦，果然还是场面还是挺大的。只是大到已经就是我已经不知道我在角色是谁在控什么。
Slow and steady. It's too much. It's too much. Wait here for the enemy to come.
triumphant.
Does this hurt? Good, that means you're
Come
fine.
to my aid, you useless mules!
It's all right. You're going to live.
卡利达可以走这么远。 这边应该不会被射死吧？哎，可以丢上面哦，哦，那太好了。 我靠！为什么要围殴我的？
Some attention. can help me if you want.
No permanent damage.
I won't refuse some help.
You are mostly fine. Get back into the fight.
哦，来干，这边有一个。应该不用再投了。好吧，投屋顶吧，把他逼下来好。
It's all right. You're going to live.
好了，不用投石器了。
Strike my shield all you want. That's why I brought it. Hold on, I'm taking a long way around.
那也偏斜。
Mind your footwork, sir.
哇，竟然被西尼罗斯暴击抢了尾刀，我的天呐，笑死！哇塞，这个真的是很史诗的一场战斗啊！
I'm getting out of here.
My other tribuni were on the verge of mutiny when they learned I was giving Legio Victrix to you. It's a good thing indeed that you vindicated my decision so thoroughly. Together, we have defeated one of Rome's greatest foes, a feat even Cornelius Sulla did not manage. With this victory, the Republic is once again whole.
Yours has been quite the meteoric rise to military fame, that's for sure. The consul has an impressive eye for talent.
我看一下声音是不是有点小？好，这时候就要感谢人家给我们机会啦，会不会做人？
I hope you've taken a liking to warfare, because your service will be called upon again. You've made a name for yourself now.
It's time we decide what to do about this menace, Mithridates.
Do not address me like some common prisoner.
But that is what you are. You are king no longer.
My crown is not for the likes of you to take away.
Yet I have taken it quite literally. Here, Legate, it's yours. You are the king of this battle.
问他重获自由会怎么样？
I know when I am defeated. I will travel east with my family, and you will never hear from me again. I swear it on my ancestors.
我们还是把他带回，我们还是把他放了吧。
Indeed. Custom would dictate he be brought to Rome in chains and paraded as part of my triumph. You would deny me this glory?
那就既然卢库鲁斯有意见，那就给他吧。
That is what I thought. It will be a triumph to remember.
You can't do this to me. I am a descendant of Cyrus the Great, Darius the Great, Alexander the Great.
If only you had been as great as them, you would not be here now.
I will resume my position as propraetor of the province. I knew Zenobia's late husband, Maro, quite well. We were on good terms, and I expect this relationship to carry on with his wife. It was good of you to bring Maro's murderer to justice. I am certain Zenobia and I will quickly restore the prosperity to our fair province.
Word is that a growing army of freed Serwi are rampaging across the countryside, menacing the citizens of that region.
I predict the Senate will give Damionos a slap on the wrist for his treason. We need him back in control of Thracia to deal with that rebellion. Sadly not. The Legion must be disbanded before we cross the river Rubicon. We will talk more when we reach its banks.
Of course, the Legionari have profited well from this campaign. If you should ever need to muster a legion again, some of them would surely join up.
It will be good to return to civilization after these long months abroad.
It has been a great honor to serve under you all.
You have served with distinction, Orestes. I regret that I could not see the war through as your commander.
Come, let us return to our camp and begin to organize our journey back. We will have plenty of time to talk on the way.
小亚细亚篇应该是结束了。不晓得后面会是高卢还是哪一边哦。
And here we are. It warms your heart, doesn't it? No matter what manner of wonders you witness, there's nothing like home. It is what separates us from the barbarians. We are warriors, and we fight to preserve our home. We fight so others won't have to.
哎，你想吹牛逼就陪你吹牛逼吧。
Causes are easy to find. It is what you're fighting for that matters. You are fighting for your family and your home. That makes you a virtuous man. All right, victorious commander. Announce your arrival to the Quaestor, and allow us to disband now.
I have wanted to come to Rome for so long. I am almost nervous now. That is what everyone says. Now I get to see it for myself. I'll let you know if I agree. You are happy to be home? They will be quite happy to see you again, I bet. I have no place to stay, of course. I can stay in your home, maybe. Just for now. That is generous. Thank you. I will try to find a place for myself, but it is good to know there is no rush. We will see. maybe I will hate it. Then I will have to go and find someplace else to be. But I think I will want to stay. If I can find a place to live. You think it will be bad? Maybe you can help me buy a nice Roman stola. Then I will fit in, right? We will go shopping. It will be fun. Why would I want to keep fighting when I don't have to? Fighting is a necessity of life. It is not sport. I did not come to Rome to keep fighting.
Hey. Oh, thanks. Just what every girl hopes to hear. I don't want to return. I don't even know where to go.
有爱
This
心
is
一
the
定
first time I'm back home.
有爱心就选爱心。
I appreciate that, but I'd better not. I don't want to depend on someone else. I've seen how badly that can turn out. But I appreciate the offer, really. Worse. I'm going to pretend to be a prim and proper noble woman. Not really. I like it better out there. All right. It's just, in there I have to be someone else. Out here, I'm just Julius Calidus. I like being Julius Calidus. Never mind. We didn't get our guy, but we won the war. I'd celebrate that. It'll work out. Your case is strong enough.
这个场景其实做的还不错哎，有感受到后面那些罗马军团满载胜利品回来的这种凯旋而归的感觉。
What is it, Legate? It is inaction that bothers me. Idleness corrodes the warrior's mind. That is an excellent idea. No wonder you are the legatus.
我听起来好像有点高兴，又有点嘲讽。
There was, but not in Rome. I had a sister once, although sometimes I question my own sanity. Did she truly exist, or did I merely dream of her?
Aristocles teaches us that one may never truly know. We live chained inside a cave, staring at the shadows on a wall.
None can chain Bestia Tabat anymore. I will find out where my sister is. We were both sold as children. She fetched a higher price than I, for she was better in every way than I was. I do not know what became of her. I shall consider your offer.
We shall help you find your sister, Bestia. Failing that, we shall prove her existence or the lack thereof.
You are a capable commander. Mercy is your weakness. Your enemies exist as long as they survive. Can't think of any situation like you mentioned.
Welcome home, Domine. More than happy. Although it was nice to be back in my homeland once again, I find it quite impossible to not miss Rome. All I need now is a change of clothes and a day trip to the library. Much appreciated. It was good to be back in action, but now my old bones are in dire need of some rest. Do see your mother. I'm sure she's anxious to know we've arrived. I shall be cautious like a lizard. None shall be aware of my presence. Few can claim to be your superior in matters of combat. You have proven yourself beyond the shadow of any doubt. You jest, but thank you nevertheless.
Legate, I always get this weird feeling when I'm back. Like I've left something of mine behind out there. Now there's a thought. That masseuse from Lutetia, I wonder if she's still around. Brilliant idea, Legate. You know what? For once, I'll do nothing. Nothing at all. And it will be glorious. You are in too much of a hurry. Don't let life pass you by. We've both earned the right to have some fun. All things considered, I don't think we can complain. The war is won, and we are still alive.
看来大家都有自己的事情要做哈。感觉其实应该打高卢之前可能应该是罗马篇哦，因为毕竟我记得成就里面还有那些西塞罗啊或什么，应该要可能是就是罗马的一个政治博弈篇，知道吗？然后伴随着一些那个乡间械斗啊、暗杀什么的潜入的一些那个的场景吧，感觉应该就是这样子。
Are Lucullus and his victorious legion? Welcome home.
Salve, Vitus. It is good to be home again. I'm looking forward to a nice bath and a flask of good Carthaginian wine. Maybe two.
May I humbly recommend Vipsanius Marcellus' new batch? People say it's heavenly.
Your recommendations never fail to impress. Do address the legatus, though. This victory was of his doing more than mine.
My apologies, Legate. I neither know nor recognize you. Nonsense. It is high praise from the consul. Now, let us conclude our business. The consul seems to attribute the success of this campaign to you, Legate. Thus it is your duty to formally disband the Legion and relinquish your weapons. Beyond this river lies the Pomerium, and not even a victorious imperator can cross it bearing arms.
这个也是一个罗马的老传统了。然后，卢比孔，我忘了苏拉是不是也有带军队进入卢比孔那个越过卢比孔河，所以才把那个马略给赶走了，有点忘了。然后反正那个凯撒是一定做过这个事情。
Our laws are what separates us from animals. You have given up your command, but you have retained your virtue. You can always get your command back when Rome needs you again. You overstate my influence. It is easy to make a sharp sword out of good steel. The river Rubicon marks the sacred line where you stop being a warrior. It is time you learn how you may conquer a more civilized battleground. We shall meet at my villa in 2 nights. There are people I want you to meet prior to the Senate hearing. We must get your villa back somehow. Do not worry about your favorite gladius. Your war gear will be kept safely in my summer villa outside the city.
I hope you are hungry, Domine. Lucullus is known for his lavish feasts. Do not eat anything until I've tasted it first. I wouldn't put it past the Vitellius brothers to poison this entire party just to get you and Lucullus.
他怎么突然现在视角拉这么近？我有点不习惯。
I am sure Dominus Lucullus has a reason and a plan. I would play along. My personal mission tonight is to taste each and every single dish. You may have to roll me home. I see that Tullius Cicero and Porcius Cato are both here tonight. They are highly esteemed senators of the Optimatus faction.
加图跟西塞罗都是名人。这个是小加图吗？还是什么？有点忘了，应该不会是老加图了。
The very same. He is an orator of unmatched skill. He was trained in Greece, you know. To what end? A blade would not help against poison. May Fortuna smile on you, Domine. I'll be here if you need me.
Right on time. Just like a proper legatus. Welcome, son. After this long and arduous campaign, our feast is all you need. All in due time, all in due time. Now, divert your attention to our guests. This is more important than you think. We should, and we are. This is our preparation. The guests in this party were not randomly chosen. Our success largely depends on your conduct tonight. Well, you know Marcus Minucius Thermus. He's still thankful for your timely assistance and the saving of his life. You probably remember Marcus Aurelius Cotta as well. He seems to have brought his siblings, Lucius and Aurelia Cotta. The gentleman in the corner is Marcus Tullius Cicero. Making his acquaintance should prove to be very useful for you. I plan for him to become your advocate tomorrow. Last but not least, I've also invited Marcus Porcius Cato, who may or may not represent you as well. You see why it was important for you to be here.
他这边的这个时间点是已经是西塞罗已经投靠，已经舍弃平民派投靠贵族派的时间点了，感觉起来好像是。
I think not. Just be your charming self and try to win them over. And please relax. You have defeated an army of rebel pirates. This is a simple dinner party. Of course I am. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Be sure to join us at the table before you leave. I'd like to introduce you to Cato myself. And smile. And do not walk like you have just swallowed a measuring pole.
不论跟测量杆是什么意思啊？很直的意思吗？站得直挺挺的不好吗？
I haven't received an invitation yet. I'll let you know when it arrives.
This might be the last chance to go. They're going to ban that whole collegium again soon.
That fool, Silvius. He's been pushing his luck too long.
You must admit that last orgy was fantastic, though.
那种罗马躺椅好靠北啊！我相信所有家里够大的人都是玩过这游戏之后，应该都觉得应该放一个这种躺椅。
Did you know that here Tullius Varus is planning to run for Pontifex Maximus?
I did. I saw him at the Forum the other day, dragging a gaggle of his supporters behind him.
Cotta is just home from a successful military campaign. His election is all but certain.
Doubtless Cotta will be Pontifex Maximus. Varus doesn't stand a chance.
这是瑟穆斯。
Look, that young man there. I think that's him.
Really? He looks barely old enough to wipe his own arse, let alone command a legion.
If Lucullus says he won the war, then I have no choice but to believe it.
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have some wine.
啊，可惜他们例会还是没有一个休闲装的例会啊，没有那么多钱哈。
My leg still hurts every now and then, and all this rain isn't helping. That is nothing compared to what could have been. You have my eternal gratitude. Much appreciated. But I am eager to return to my propraetorship in Asia. With any luck, Rome will never have need of me again. It is pretty much out of my hands. I'd follow your Patronus's lead. Lucullus is a smart man who usually has a few backup plans. Even without solid evidence, he will be able to put you into an advantageous position. Nevertheless, I would advise caution. Vitellius Scaevola, and especially his brother Lurco, are ruthless and cunning. Expect the unexpected. Only those who matter. Be careful around Cotta. He's still reeling somewhat from the damage that was done to his pride.
啊，科塔是有怨念的。
He probably understands it well. It's just that your presence here is a constant reminder of his failure.
哎，这就是嫉妒啊！我们最后再去这边好了，感觉这边是最重要的。
Is Pompeius Magnus not coming tonight?
He's in Hispania, I believe.
Shit. Oh, I thought this was my chance to win his patronage.
哦，对哦，庞培还没登场。
I was surprised Crassus offered to pay for the whole campaign himself.
He's desperate for a military victory to get himself elected consul.
but fending off a mob of gladiators. That's not very glamorous.
An easy victory to advertise to gullible plebeians.
哇，所以他这意思是说，克拉苏已经镇压完斯巴达克斯了，斯巴达克斯的剧情就这样被跳过了。好吧，不知道该说什么。我们来触碰一下逆鳞，看一下科塔。
Of course, the savior of the legions, Lucullus Wonder Kid. I knew you would be here.
Nonsense. It's a party after all. What would be the purpose of these gatherings if we refrained from conversation? I am Aurelia Cotta. Marcus and Lucius are my brothers. It's wonderful to meet you, Legate. We were just talking about you anyway.
Of course we were.
We were discussing how you saved my brother's life and became the hero of the Azia campaign.
But you can take full credit for letting my son die? Or was he simply at the wrong place at the wrong time?
Ah, 她是凯撒的，哦，她是凯撒的妈妈。
I apologize, Legate. They told me you had become close despite how briefly you knew each other. Oh, it's broken. This sword was my father's. It was called Croquet Morse. You were friends with him, weren't you? However briefly. Why don't you keep it? I think I still have the old schematics for it. I'll have a servant bring them to your villa tomorrow.
Other than saving his life?
Lucius!
Oh, please, let him talk, Aurelia. Let everyone witness the failure of Marcus Aurelius Cotta. The man who got himself captured and let his nephew die. The consul who had to be saved by a homeless runt.
Rest assured, my brother is thankful for that, Legate.
Really? Are you so eager to display your shallowness?
It's been rather rainy recently, true. At least the rain drives the mosquitoes away.
Not all of them, it seems.
好吧，找一下选项好了。觉得好像语音好像声音有点小，音乐有点太吵。好，我们来现在点这个重点，西塞罗。
Salve, I've heard a lot about you. I am Marcus Tullius Cicero.
啊，西塞罗的例会怎么有点油啊！我的天，我不知道该说什么。我们好像有点像美剧的那种律师类型的那种美剧，那种帅的律师的那种风格。他是不是学那种，然后随便画了一个脸，没有画出他的原本的那种气质，那个雄辩家的感觉。
Is that so? Few people beyond the political circles would know of me. My reputation depends largely on who's talking. To varying degrees, I am sure. I'm an advocate. I defend those whom others seek to incriminate. But I'm sure a career soldier such as you would find the topic rather boring. Indeed. I suppose that makes sense, especially considering the predicament you're in. That depends what you mean by friend. Your Patronus, Lucullus, is a consul. Many people would claim to be his friend. There's a difference between knowing someone and merely knowing someone's name, though. Are we friends? Our republic is in great turmoil. We should all aim to gather around us as many friends as possible.
没有什么太多的对话。
That is absolutely unnecessary. I'd spend it all on farmlands. People need their food.
Indeed they do. But what good is food if it's obtained by illegitimate means? What do you think about it, Legate?
Fortunately, I know you are good at handling ambushes.
Spoils of war. Unaccounted for and untaxed. Should they be used for development to feed the people of Rome? A simple question.
他在讨论一般战争行为获到的战利品是不是应该上交或征税用于国家发展。
A fairly strong answer, I'd say. No matter how much you try to legislate, the situation at hand will defy your expectations.
Meet Senators Marcus Porcius Carter and Marcus Tullius Cicero, who will be acting as your attorney tomorrow. At least I hope so.
Unfortunately, things have developed differently, my friend. I've decided to represent Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola instead.
哇靠，他竟然是我们的对手！
Enemies? Most certainly not. I am an advocate. I just represent my client in a specific matter.
Certainly an interesting turn of events. But I've heard you talking disfavorably about the Vitellius brothers before. How do you justify defending them?
What I justify hardly matters. I seek to represent them to the best of my ability, so justice can be served. Precisely. The rules exist for a reason. One must understand the reasons to challenge them.
Rules should never invalidate the reasons for their existence. Morality is beyond law. Legate, what guidelines did you follow when you had to decide the fate of that Triarchus? Why did you let him live?
因为没有证据啊。
Our feelings often point towards the moral path. I wonder, exactly how utilitarian are you in your thinking? I heard you had the opportunity to bribe a hired guard protecting a spy.
Stop interrogating the man, Cato. Not everyone must adhere to your high standards.
哇，我们这边讲到后来不会被拿来西塞罗拿来攻击我们吧？
Yet you did not take it. No doubt those options were cheaper.
Well, gentlemen, this discussion has become too hypothetical for my tastes. I bid you a good day.
Wale, Cicero. See you tomorrow.
One final question, before I retire as well.
You and your questions, Cato.
I believe if you wanted, you could enter the Pomerium fully armed. Why didn't you? Indeed, in betraying Rome, you would betray yourself. This has been an interesting conversation, gentlemen. I thank you for it. But now, with your permission, I shall leave. Welate.
Wale, Cato. We don't have enough evidence to condemn Vitellius Scaevola yet. But I shall try tomorrow at the Senate. Hopefully I can secure Cato's help. You should go to your villa. Be careful, though. Scaevola's thugs are still guarding it.
我们需要武器，会不会到时候被栽赃？还是我们就直接就应付得来
By Jupiter, don't get yourself killed. Hire some people. Just be careful.
好吧，离开吧。
You look tired. Shall we leave? So, did you enjoy yourself? That is what life is.
从史凯沃拉的刀斧手，不，那什么刀斧手？哇靠，这什么东西？是怎样？是那个，是不是就是跟那个什么皇上要驾崩了的时候，询问那个顾命大臣愿不愿意？那个儿子做不好的时候，就取而代之，然后旁边埋伏500个刀斧手，哇靠的那个刀斧手，我的天哪！想不到他罗马的移动地图竟然是用这种一个绘画出来的地图，还不错啊。虽然感觉罗马应该是要比这个大的多了，但就这样吧，就是一个示意吧，示意图吧。快速储存一下啊，然后，我要先把技能点一点，省得等一下开打。哎，我主角没有升等哦，靠！对，发了件，他说这个叫什么斯拉的，忘了。装备都被卸下来了。哇
They look heavily armed, Domine. What if they respond poorly to our demands? I hope you'll forgive me if that does not inspire confidence.
Just where do you think you're going?
You expect me to believe that?
Well, things don't always turn out the way we imagine them, do they?
You know what? This would be a perfect time for Kalida to just appear and kill a bunch of them. I would not protest against Kaiso either.
哇靠，真的要斗殴哎！
Twenty scatter you all, weaklings! Prepare your last rites.
That works too?
What the? Now which one of you wants to meet the gods first?
哎，他带了一些角斗士来帮我们，是哦。 碎弹者竟然有他这个，竟然有这招，太棒了，真棒，可以踹人家蛋。里面怎么有个克劳蒂啊？ 哦，暴击耶，蛋哦！
the anvil, I'll be the hammer.
哦，炮击直接爆弹踹倒。
That the last of them? Truly.
That boy knows how to make an entrance.
That was fun. These lictors knew how to fight.
他那个 entrance 应该翻错了吧？应该是说这小伙子知道怎么样华丽登场吧？应该是登场的意思吧？
Let's just say I was in the neighborhood and my friends needed some extra cash.
They are gladiators, Domine. It is customary to pay them for their services.
My son? You're back. And with Cineros. Oh, it's so good to see you both safe.
It's good to see you, Domina.
I've missed you so much. You look great. Did you lose some weight? Are you eating well? Has he been eating well, Cineros?
He has, Domina.
All right, I'll stop talking. But you'll have to tell me everything. Tell me about the war. I heard some of your friends died there. Killed by pirates. How did you survive?
I know. I was just concerned for you.
But did you like the life in the Legion? Do you want to be a career soldier? Just like your father.
Domina, with all due respect, I guess the Legatus has his own questions. Am I wrong?
Oh, they were polite, mostly. Except for the fact they wanted me confined to this villa. I guess having me walking around the streets was too much of a risk.
Once you were out of the picture.
He had no reason to antagonize me, though.
I do. And the Coolus agreed. It was a sinister plan to take over our family. But now you're here, and everything will be fine. I haven't seen your sister in months. Scaevola doesn't let her out of his summer villa. She's pretty much imprisoned there.
哎，该死，还是有人质。
It's good to have you home, and for it to be our home again. Now that you're back, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, listen to me. You just got here. Go on, take some time to settle in. Let me know when you're ready to get to work.
我可以整个探索哦。好，我们来看一下时间好了。其实时间还蛮够的。
Your mother has started catching me up on how the vineyards have been going since we left. The harvest was better than expected. That is good news, of course, but it also means we have a problem. One of our grapes produced a particularly good wine. It's an opulent vintage with a smooth finish. Quite frankly, Domine, it is one of the best wines I have ever tasted. Oh, but I do. And you know I've tasted a lot of excellent wines throughout my life. This wine ranks among the best of the best. Winemaking is not an exact science. We do follow recipes, but we are subject to the whims of Dionysus. Every now and then he favors you, and you may produce a wine of this caliber. It means the wine has a rich and smooth taste. An opulent wine is a bold wine. Do not worry. Wine terminology can be weird and obscure. You will get used to it in time.
没错，我听了这么久，听不出来什么问题。这生产没问题，肯定是销售有问题。
The question is what we shall do with this wine. It's certainly worth more than what we normally sell for. It's the best kind of problem to have. It might be a good idea to visit some of the merchants in the market. Before you leave, there's a small thing we have to decide. A good wine deserves a good name. What should we name this one? Minerva's Wisdom it is. A good name, and not without a touch of irony. Very well. That being settled, you should go and talk to the wine merchants. I had no doubts. You've made everyone proud, and this victory is cause for celebration. I shall cook today. Our legal system has its own intricacies, which no one but people like Kikaro understand. I'm sure the powers that be worked their magic. I don't know, it's your house. Sit back and relax and let your Sir Wee handle things. Do bear in mind that managing an estate is no simple task, though. Now that your father is no longer with us, you will have to find a way to generate income. I think we should focus on the wine business. There used to be a lot of money in your vineyards. They have been silent for a long time now. Silence can be scary. This time we will be prepared. Our current position is quite secure politically. Any foe should think twice before attacking us in our seat of power. I believe we're quite safe in Rome.
我还以为这个区域挺大的，结果好像还好。哎，那我们刚战斗的那个大门在哪里啊？哦，在这里。
Did you prepare the study for the Dominus's return?
Do you need me?
We took care of it this morning. Everything is ready.
Domine?
Domine. Have a nice day.
嗯，不愧是豪宅。
Do you need me?
It's so good to have you back home safe and sound.
Do you need me? Domina Claudiana has been so worried for you.
对啊，应该有放些什么私房钱或什么东西的，让我来拿一拿。
Have you tasted this year's batch from the vineyards? It's divine.
拿个菜刀。
How is it? You don't like the dress? Is it normal in Rome for important people to make such shameless advances on their guards? Is good we are not normal, then? In some ways it is. In others, it is not. City is big. I have never seen anything like it. And there are so many things to buy, so many different people. I love that. But there is a strange way people talk to me. Not because I'm foreign, I think, but because I am woman. That I don't like.
我记得罗马是超级把，记得好像是把女人当财产吧，我没记错。
I would like that, if it is fine with you. This villa is amazing. So many statues and fancy carpets. I love your garden. It's so lush and green. And trickle of fountain calms me down.
Blood all over the atrium floor. I just cleaned that yesterday.
对，都是血，昨天才扫过。
Are you going to feed the horses?
I am. Is there something I should know?
Don't walk behind the grey mare. A few weeks ago, she kicked a stable boy and nearly killed him.
I'll be careful.
真的觉得这游戏蛮优秀的，它那些对话或什么，我觉得都蛮有那个气氛，有当代的感觉。街道、战神广场这种，先去街道。我觉得应该蛮多支线可以解。
medical advice. I am well trained and highly experienced. Salve legate. Are you looking for medical supplies? The world may be large, but Rome is smaller than you'd think in some ways. People talk, and you are mildly famous. Tell me what you need, and I shall provide you with everything. Every healer I know dreams of going to war with the legions. But bones do not only break in battle. Life in Rome can sometimes be a battlefield. I do not charge for the act of healing. I charge for the items I use. My potions and bandages do not come cheap. It would have been fortuitous if the gods simply granted such materials. But healing is the art of mortal hands, and mortal hands need denarii. I have some linen I can spare. You could buy some if you want to make bandages. This bottle could also prove to be interesting for you. It's a concoction that works against the effects of many poisons. The machinations of the senatorial class can occasionally turn very bitter indeed. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that.
啊，考虑到下毒是蛮常见的暗杀手法，我们买一个这个解毒缓解毒药的这个药水吧。
Good. You should make sure to consult a trained healer in mixing this, however. The wrong application could turn ugly. Of that, I have plenty. How many do you need? Thank you. Let us hope you'll never have need of them.
Hey! Over here! Brother! It's so good to see you again.
How
have you been?
他姐姐不是人质吗？怎么会放到市场来了？
I wonder if you were just as worried for me as I've been for you. Scaevola has been treating me surprisingly well. I'm not the one who went to war. I'm starting to think his brother Lorco wants me to be on his side. Scaevola is trying to keep his brother away from me. I may be able to use that to our advantage. I'm afraid we don't really have much time. They are tailing me, following all of my moves.
啊，他弟弟哈我们的姐姐，我懂了。
Lorco and his men. He insists it's for my own security, but there's something unsettling about his smile.
I don't know what it is. I think Loco is more dangerous than Skyavola by far. He runs all of their business, and everyone acts like they're working for him. Even my husband's lictors. A little while. I sent her Serwa to stake out our villa. She ran and fetched me as soon as she saw you leave for the market. It is hard to guess. He acts as if he's a man without any ambition. We both know that is not correct, though. I think they're working on something. Unfortunately, paranoia reigns in Villa Witelia. They cover their tracks well and hide everything, even from their own people. You're wrong. I do have to do this. It's the only way I can help you work against them and maybe one day avenge our father. That's the last thing we should consider. I think I'm supposed to serve as bait, and something like that is exactly what they're waiting for. Besides, I'm much more useful to you as Witelia Skyavola's wife. Thank you, but I don't think I have a choice in that. I will send a server to your kitchen door with instructions for where to meet me next week.
想不到我们竟然直接就遇到我们姐姐了。
A fine reward is offered for the return of a horse.
My galley is 3 weeks overdue.
Do you think a storm has taken them?
Don't even say it. That would be the end of me. I would be ruined. I pray every day and to all the gods for that ship to show up.
This is the place. This is where my statue will be erected.
Well chosen, Domine.
We'll have to get rid of this hideous pavilion, of course.
Of course, Domine.
And that column. My statue will have to be taller than the column.
Why not just have the column destroyed, Domine?
Brilliant idea. Write that down.
Oh. At once, Domine.
好无奈的努力。
I have the best wine in Rome, I guarantee it. Oh wait, what brings you to the land of wine today? If wine is what you seek, you have come to the right place. My wine is much better than those of Marcellus Vipsanius. That's what I call it. This area of the market belongs to the Collegium Venariorum. We are an association of all the wine merchants in Rome. Oh, indeed. I recognize you now. Welcome to my stall, then. Are you looking to sell? He prioritizes customer satisfaction at the cost of morality and the law. He lies, cheats, and threatens. In the end, he acquires the best vintages. Some of us do, but many of us purchase wine from vineyards and sell it here at the market. I would be very interested, but the rules state that I have to call the other merchants for a tasting. We each must have an equal opportunity. I am honored. Unfortunately, I have to call my fellow merchants. You should hear their offers too, and if you still want to do business with me, you are free to do so, which I hope will be the case. This is brilliant. Exquisite. The best wine I have tasted this year. You know, your father and my father used to trade, but I do not believe they ever achieved this level of excellence.
I do not know, Quintus. It does have a harsh finish.
I would call it nutty. Some really good wine, though. I could sell this for years. Domine, would you consider a 5-year deal? I'm willing to buy a 5th of your stock this year, and another 5th next year, and so on. For each batch, I would offer you 1,000 denarii.
I won't risk that. Tastes change, and demands change with them. I'll pay you 3,500 denarii. Sure, it is less than you'd get from Claudius over 5 years, but I want all of this wine now.
I agree, it is a good wine. I will buy all of your stock right now, and I'll pay 4,000 denarii, more than Quintus is willing to part with. Half now, and half when I take delivery.
就把他们对话点一点好了，都有 不是出价好像有点低哈。
I am an honest trader, Legate. My father used to deal with your father before either of us was born. I will sell your wine to the best clients and pay for all of it up front.
The deal favors us both. I pay less now, and you have greater profits in the long term.
It's good money. More than what Quintus pays, and you'll get paid as soon as I take delivery. In exchange, your wine will be sold at the best tavern in Rome. It's an offer you cannot refuse. I'm sure you've made the right choice, and that you know what's good for you.
哦，我们好久没有看到，因为我们当初选的那个个性的可以跳出来对话选项，我都快忘了它有这个设计了。所以科迪乌斯的，如果说没有开这个隐藏的，也就是说，如果万一酒价涨了，我们其实还是等于少赚。所以看起来科迪乌斯的是，我不太确定他这个游戏里面的一年是怎么算的，他这个分期付款，我还是倾向说一次全部卖掉吧。可是我觉得这个好像，我觉得这个维普萨尼乌斯怎么好像感觉怪怪的，我们就还是卖给昆图斯吧。
Thank you. Our fathers would have been proud.
Preposterous. You can't make a deal with these fools. Mark my words, you will regret this. I give you one last chance to change your mind. You have missed out on a great business venture.
Thank you. You will not regret this decision. I will have my associates deliver payment to your villa at once.
Wide selection of wines from Greece and Africa. Wines for every taste and every budget.
让他后面没有一些很鸟的发展哦。
So you found me again. But you're a civilian now. Here you are, just another customer in my smithy. Only because you've never met any of my competitors, I'm sure. I don't suppose you're in the market for some carpentry tools? There is no market for such tools in peacetime. And of course, weapons are not allowed inside the pomerium. Tell you what, I do have something here you might be interested in. Have you ever heard the legend of the Ancilla? Well, it just so happens I have come into possession of one of the replicas created by Numa Pompilius. Or perhaps it's the original, who knows? But you see, even a replica, ancient and storied as it is worth a small fortune. If nothing else, it's an exquisite artifact of a bygone age. Then, if you buy it from me, you should take good care of it. You are as savvy in business as you are in warfare, I see. I do have an assistant, my daughter. She is all I can afford. But today, she is with her teacher learning history or Greek or some other such high-minded nonsense. The hope is, if he fills her head with enough such drivel, she will find a wealthy husband, so she'll never have to peddle my pots and pans again.
哇，买他这个仿制品好了。
A fair price, I should say. Very well. The Ancilla is yours. I cannot guarantee that it once belonged to a god, but you have my word that it is a good shield, and it will serve you well should you ever use it in combat.
我想到这边遇到这个老铁匠。
You've sent the birds to shit on my stall.
Are you out of your mind? You think I can command the birds?
They only shit on my crates, never on yours.
What difference does it make?
Your crates are already full of shit.
这是友善的交流。我必须要说，因为它没有 M， 它没有地图可以用哦，所以的确真的很怕有些地方漏掉没去哦。
Asking too much of you.
This will be good for our family. It'll show everyone how loyal we are.
啊，这边应该是个酒馆嘛。啊，开手在这边。
If I say dumb things, blame the wine. But I really didn't expect you to appear here, of all places. That you do indeed, and thank the twice-born god. Woman, bring us a fresh jug. My friend is still sober, and that's simply not acceptable. Now, what are we drinking to? All for the glory of Rome. That hit the spot. Another one? I'll tell you a secret. I can always drink another one. Another! Keep it pouring! And then I said, well, what can you say in that situation? Obviously, I asked, is that really a goat? Or a sorry excuse for a tent pole? It was. I still can't help but laugh. You know what people say in Africa? Wine makes the soul come out of you. You're all right, my friend. You're all right. I'm glad you came. Friendships that develop in war don't always stand the test of peacetime. More than I could count. I've walked on so many different kinds of soil, seen so many faces, and broken so many hearts. Marcellus Vipsenius is the best. Some say he's working on the recipes of the legendary Margot himself. Others say he smuggles his wine from Carthage.
完了，他这边说那个马塞卢斯·维普萨尼乌斯的酒是最棒的，我们是不是刚做错了选择？
An amusing notion. Should I also get a wife and make a few little brats of my own? Not me. I'm an adventurer at heart, and an adventurer never rests. Sure, life is full of pain and misery, but it's also full of beauty and wonder. You should endure the former and live for the latter. There's so much to experience still. To people like us, settling down is like death. Something you don't long for, nor expect.
Another jug, Domini.
That will be all, Soa.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you, Domina. May we perhaps retreat to a private chamber?
I know. It's a blessing and a curse. Out with it, woman. What do you want?
I think I am with child.
果然。
I do, but...
Speak freely.
You are the father of my child. Future child. Don't you remember me, Aquilinos?
What? I don't know. I've never seen this woman in my life.
You told me you would not remember me. Afterwards. And I respected that in a way, but now I need your help. Marcellus Vipsanius doesn't like his girls giving birth. He's a cruel man. I remember how kind you were to me. My child deserves better. Our child. Even if you don't want to have anything to do with me, I want our child safe and away from this shithole. Will you save me?
他应该是奴隶吧
Indeed. Perhaps we should inform the Kensos.
Quit bothering the guests, look here. These jugs will not deliver themselves.
Help me, please.
Quickly, Sarah.
The night has taken an unusual turn. I apologize. I don't, but I do tend to forget some things when I'm drunk. Still, I find it hard to believe I'd forget the mother of my own child. Maybe, well, not entirely. Times like these, I wish Callida were here. That woman has a knack for spotting a lie. Probably not. But what if it really is my child? I don't know what to make of any of this. I'll have to think. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. You go. I suddenly have much to think about.
我真的没想到竟然是这样的发展，出乎意料。我们来看一下有什么任务啊。啊，贝斯蒂亚向卡莉达提出约会请求。哦，对哦，他之前有惊讶于这么武艺高强的女人，他一定要追求她，我们都忘了这个桥段。
My wife is a trained masseuse.
啊，时间，没想到后面这些对话我们也对话了这么久。好吧，那后面的这个贝斯蒂亚跟卡莉达的这个应该是一个应该会是一个很有趣的一个对话内容，我们就留到下一集吧。然后下一集应该凯索的后续，我也蛮想知道他后面会怎么处理的，所以大概就是這樣的情況嘛。那後面應該就是正式要跟那個史凱沃拉他們那邊要打口水仗了。我是覺得以羅馬的，我看了歷史小說羅馬的講法，應該是你沒有證據，其實應該沒有人證物證的話，在那個年代，在那個年代應該也是很難那個的，很難置人於罪的啦。所以我相信後面一定還有一大堆狗屁倒灶的爛事要它的劇情可以慢慢呈現的。對，畢竟我們前面小亞細亞篇大概也打了將近應該算是7集半嘛，對不對？羅馬篇再怎麼樣應該可以有個1集2小時，應該也有個6個小時6集12小時的遊玩內容啊，感覺起來應該要有。這邊應該會有很多勾心鬥角的這些政治角力，對，鬥爭，然後還有那個打落水狗，對不對？我們還是蠻期待的，因為我覺得他前面遊戲的這些一些小地方的對話文本寫的都不錯，所以我對他這邊的政治系的部分我應該是高度期待的。好了，大概就這樣吧。那我們這個遠征軍羅馬的今天那個遊玩的部分就到這邊啦。那我們就感謝大家的收看，我們下次見，拜拜。